Not the best finish, but this is crappy steel. I don't feel like turning the lathe RPM up. Right now, I'm pressing in the bar. So I bored the diameter to 1 inch. There's a little shoulder, there'll be a little shoulder here. And if everything goes according to plan, minus these little holes that were a mistake, if everything else goes according to plan, when I run this in the lathe, it should run true. So what I'm going to do is start this up. I'm going to weld it, of course. I wouldn't trust it. These flanges are heavy. But I'm going to run it, and then I'm going to true up the face before actually mounting the flange. So let's see what happens. I haven't welded it yet. I'm not too worried about it going anywhere without a flange on it, because there was a lot of pressure on that press. But I was going to show you guys how it looks so far. Actually kind of scary, but looks like it's running true. All right, a few more things I got to do. I'm going to make a sleeve to go inside here. Unfortunately, I have 3/4 inch hardware, but I don't have a tap that actually matches the thread that I have. Go figure. So I'm just going to make a sleeve for both sides and then get this welded up. It doesn't run too bad, but unfortunately I can't true this up on the lathe. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't have a lot of swing on this thing, but I might be able to, you know, fudge it with this. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll finish this video up. Time for welding. Now that I got that welded up, the jig is pretty much all set now. What I have left to do is I got to make spacers now. Basically, that'll fit over this and inside these holes. And the thing is, because of the paint in here, these aren't really painted that precise. So sometimes the paint in here is bulky, sometimes it's not. These holes are meant to be 3/4 inch holes. But I'm going to make the spacer just a wee bit smaller. That way, if there's a buildup of paint or whatever, I'm not going to have to keep worrying about it. Again, I'm trying to get this to be able to be done as fast as possible. And since all I'm doing is boring holes in this, as long as I get this thing close to center, I mean, that's all I've got to worry about. The diameter of the hardware for 3/4 inch ended up being something like 0.745. So I made this to 0.740. This should work good. I'm going to drill out the center now to the diameter of the bolt, and I got to make two, but then we should be good to go to use that fixture. good news is I got it done. The bad news is it does run out a little bit, which is a bummer because I really took every precaution to make this thing accurate. I'm gonna have to use the 4-jaw chuck, which I didn't want to do, but I don't have much choice. You can tell by the center hole. Again, I don't think it's that accurate where I might even have to worry about it, but I don't know. Tried a different flange, thinking maybe, I don't know, it was a fluke. But this one runs out even worse, which made me realize I didn't do anything wrong with my part. The bolt holes, whoever did these bolt holes, they're not precise. And unfortunately, I never took that into consideration. So I put the 4-jaw on. I got the indicator, and I got it pretty darn close. Again, this isn't what I wanted to do, but there's nothing else I can do. I checked these bolt holes and they're not accurate at all. I mean, I really would have thought they would have been accurate, but I guess not. It is what it is. So I'm going to do this flange start to finish. I'm going to see how long it takes and go from there. It took a little bit, but I realized it was me and I did do something wrong. I checked the flanges. The flanges are out about 1/16 of an inch for those bolt holes, which wouldn't account for the run out. And it just dawned on me what I did wrong. So I put this in the lathe, and I wanted a shoulder here. I put this in the lathe, and I turned it down to fit into here. Now, here's the thing. The bar would have been running true for the most part to whatever the chuck is. And I hate to say it, but the chuck on my lathe is not true. I should have used a collet. So the run out of the chuck is now in this bar. And if you figure the run out is, you know, whatever, 16th, maybe more, and then the bolt holes 16th, it starts to add up. So I think what I'm going to try to do is put this in the 4-jaw, indicate it, and then turn this down to hold it and to line it up, because otherwise this is perfect. I checked the dimension from the holes to the edge and it's dead on. So the only thing that's not dead on is the dimension from here to here. That's off a little bit. So somebody brought up drilling a bolt hole pattern and then knocking it out and doing a quick mill. And I think I'm going to try that next to see how quick it goes. I don't know how quick it'll be to drill a bunch of holes, but this is still taking me a lot of time setting all this up, so it's still, drilling the holes might be faster than doing all of this. Well, I'll let you know.